Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. Today, it's another beautiful afternoon here on the farm. It's beautiful. I'm saying it's beautiful because it's finally cooled down. Fall is here, and you know the temperatures are dropping. It's about 75 degrees right now. There's no humidity, so it feels really great. But with all this cooler weather coming around, we gotta watch out for something devastating here on our farm. And for the ones who know, whenever it gets cold like this, the deer start moving. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of damage that the deer already have done in the orchard, and I'm going to show you guys what I do or what I'm trying to do to keep the deers out of the orchard. So that's the plan for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that notification icon because I'm coming to you guys 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and you guys stay tuned for today's video. So first thing is first, everybody knows that if you have a fruit tree or a small orchard or just any kind of garden, the biggest pest problem, in my opinion, is deer. And for us in Southwest Missouri, white-tailed deer are just everywhere. I mean, right now, you know, it's the 3rd of October. I think it's the 3rd of October. Anyways, and you can see on the side of the road, you know, cars are hitting deer and deer just start moving like crazy. And with bow season in our area starts the 15th of September. So since the 15th or since the 1st of September, we've really, you know, our trees, and especially the smaller trees in the orchard, have been getting, you know, hit by deer. And the rut has not started yet, but one of the biggest problems we're finding now is the deer eating all the leaves on the trees, on the baby trees, and mainly just the bottom of the apple trees. The peach trees aren't too bad, but I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the damage of deer have done to these young apple trees, and mainly on the bottoms. And we've been driving around at night through the orchard trying to see what kind of deer we have in the orchard. And our deer around our farm, they've gotten really smart. They only come around about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe midnight. So whenever we finish working, you know, if we're working at late night, then I just get in the truck and just drive around the orchard, see what's in here. And, you know, I haven't seen many bucks, but there's a lot of does with their babies coming around in the orchard. And the deer are smart. You know, they know that we could hunt them during the day, and they only come in at night because we can't do much about them at night. But I've been doing a lot of research and just looking it up, you know, watching other people on YouTube and, you know, asking around what other people do about deer. And I'm going to share with what I have been trying. I'm not sure it's going to work. I've only put it out in the orchard for about a week now, and we'll see. So standing out here between the high density system and these young Golden Delicious block, and it's pretty sad when I come through these high density trees because most of these leaves are on bottom here, and as you can see here, they're eaten up, and it's just mainly the stem, and they should have been all nice, lush, and green like these tops are here. And I can show you guys, you know, on these different rows. But mainly it's just back here between the 2 blocks, block 2 and block 3, where the deer have come through and just eaten a lot of the trees, a lot of the leaves. And these are the pink ladies here. They were a smaller tree to begin with, but as you can see here, this is all deer damage, because whenever you have deer damage, they leave, you know, all that brown stuff. I guess the saliva of the deer leave that little brown mark there on the trees. And the trees that, you know, are above the second wire where the deer couldn't reach without jumping are fine up top, but the bottoms here, there's absolutely no leaves here. And one thing, you know, we thought the high density system was going to prevent the deer from eating the trees, but you guys can see here on the bottom of these Golden Delicious, you know, I put the post out here. You know, we've seen a lot of good growth on these this year, but you know, if there's no leaves, you have no tree. So the bottoms of these trees are eaten up pretty bad, and mainly in the back of the orchard where there's not much traffic or anything going on, that's when you'll see, like right here, this tree's been eaten up. There's a few torn limbs. Like this one was here just a few weeks ago, and the deer really tore this tree up on the bottom here, and they just like to eat and rub on stuff, and it's just it's a pain to deal with. So with every problem, there is a solution. This is what we don't want to see in the orchards right here. I don't know what's exactly going on here, but this tree is just torn up. I mean, just good leaves, strong scaffolds, and even for us, we still see a lot of deer damage throughout the orchard. And it's very devastating because, you know, for us, the tree only cost us about $7 or $8 to, you know, per tree. But the thing that we're losing whenever we get hit by deer is time. because these are 3-year-old Golden Delicious over here. And if we lose a tree completely to deer damage, then we just lost 3 years of production that the tree could have been in production and producing a lot more. But it's just, every time I come to the orchard and see this happening, you know, it's sad to see, but we, you know, just trying to keep them off here and trying to find a good solution that works. So one thing the deer are really scared of is the scent of humans or any kind of perfume or anything like that. And I was talking to the previous owner of this orchard, and one thing that he said that helped out, there's multiple things that could help out whenever you have deer problems. And one of the things is putting the post next to the tree. So that's why we figured the high density system will work for the bucks, but we never thought about the does eating the leaves. So the post works great, but then deer are also scared of the human scent. And I talked to a different grower, and he said they get like dryer sheets and hang them up to the orchard. But the only problem with that, every week or so, or every time it rains, you have to go through and change them out. So one thing that we found out that works pretty good, and I talked to other growers and people I found online that have been doing this, they've been getting a bar of Irish Spring bar soap. And what they do is they either drill a hole or, you know, put a piece of wire through this bar soap and, you know, hang it from the trees or the trellis or just whatever you have. And the reason they're using bar soap is that the soap is still going to have the scent even though it rains on them. So I heard of guys who have this soap that lasts them up to 2 years in the orchard by the time it deteriorates all the way from the rain and the weather. So what I did is we like to smoke a lot of meat. So my mom has these extras smoking bags that you put the meat in and put them in the smoker. So I just chopped them up and just got the soap, the bar soap, put it in there and just tied it off right here, just like that. And then I come through and tie it to the wire. So come through, tie it to the wire just like that, boom. And I gotta come now and put them throughout the whole orchard. So I put this here about a week ago just to see if it works. And we have a southwest wind here on our farm. So the wind comes from this and pushes it that way. So I think all the bars of soaps I'm gonna put out in the orchard are gonna be on the southwest side of the orchard, just on that side there. And see if that scent pushes through and comes through the orchard and, you know, tries to get the smell of deer. I'm hoping that the deer do not get used to the smell of the soap. But, you know, that's why we're using the soap, because it doesn't deteriorate like I mentioned. And, you know, I heard of people putting human hair because that's a human scent and it keeps them, you know, keeps the deer out. So I'm going to come through probably today or tomorrow and put the bars of soap throughout the whole orchard, especially around the baby trees, to try to keep the deer from eating the baby trees. And I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna keep you guys, I'm gonna keep showing you guys and seeing if it works. I'm not exactly sure if it does work, but you know, everything that I've heard online and talking to different farmers, you know, they says that it works, but you never know until you try it out. You know, I get asked a lot, you know, people asking me, so how do you do this and that? It's like, well, I just do it and see what the results are. So that's the plan, and that's about the only, you know, plan I have for now to try to keep the deer out of the orchard. Is to, you know, try to put out a human scent or a sapoon or a bar soap or just whatever to try to keep the deer, you know, away from these baby trees up until the trees are big enough that whenever a deer comes and eats the leaves, it's not as devastating to the tree. So because if a tree doesn't have any leaves, then it just completely dies out. But if it's a big tree and the deer do not get down to the canopy, they cannot destroy the canopy, then the tree will be fine. So that's why if you have a fully mature orchard, you're not going to see as much, you know, deers can't do as much damage to the tree than they can to a baby small block of trees. So that's what we're going to try here on the orchard. I'm going to keep you guys, you know, tuned to exactly see how this works. This is our first year, or my first time trying this out. So it could be good or it could be bad, but I don't see how it could be bad. You know, if I still see a lot of deer damage to the orchard, you know, then I'm going to try something else. But it seems pretty promising and it makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, if something smells funny, the deer are not going to go there. So, you know, it's just trying it and doing it. That is going to be pretty much it for today. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what I'm trying to do to keep the deers. But if you guys have any better ideas or anything that could help me out, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And I mean, if it sounds like a reasonable idea, I'm going to go ahead and try it out, because you never know until you try. So We're going to try the soap for now. I think I might try a few dryer sheets out here to try to put them out, but anything that would work to help us out, I'm going to go ahead and try it. So that's going to be pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video. If you guys have any questions or comments or ideas, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that notification icon because I'm coming to you guys 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.